'Cause real men shave. Real men shave their faces. Real men shave their faces.
On Stevie Daily Shaver. Yesterday's shave, I shaved with this 2-band 26mm really beautiful badger. I gave this a clean last night. I used soap, just shampoo or something. I rinsed it out. I left conditioner in it overnight. Ooh, just one stray hair. Doesn't lose many. Left conditioner in it last night and scented it up with a little bit of aftershave. And wow, this now in one clean is absolutely a brilliant badger brush. And for $20, $17 US, about $22 Australian, 20 bucks. This is a fantastic eBay brush. Knots. This was a $20 razor. They vary. They got horn, wood, acrylic, plastic. I've actually changed the cap, but doesn't matter. Either of them shave good. These are the beginning of the Excellent Clones Great Basic Shaving Gear. Now, how can you get for about $40 total a good shave from, say, Maggards? Well, I would go this. All stainless steel handle, V3A cap. You could go for the version 2 open comb, which is basically a parka. But this is about $26 to $30, depending what you get. This is great. And, just have to look for it, my Maggard synthetic brush. These are about $12 US. All up, you're looking at the ballpark $40. If you live internationally, you make an order of $150 or $200, you can get free international postage. For the first time ever, you can just pay for your order and you're not being stuck gob loads of money. Unfortunately, Italian Barber, Joseph, love your gear, but you really need to find a new way to do business and get around those postage rates you're offering us internationally. It's like being reefed a new one every time I order something. I'm ordering less and I want to order more. Not good. Need to do something about it. Don't drag your feet unless you're planning to retire. This brush is great. Still trying to get through my Ginger's Garden, Havana and Cognac. So let's soak the brush, which takes like 2 seconds, and we just start the load. Now this is, I'm guessing that this is probably Chinese made stuff that Maggard is shipping. I know some of their higher stuff is all American, but even if it's not, that's a bit irrelevant. If you're getting up to the $70 to $100 mark, you're looking at things like Rockwell, you're looking at things like, what's the other one? Rockwell and Icon. So Icon stuff's really good, mostly aluminium, bit of stainless steel, 70 to 100 bucks. Got a fantastic load. Got to dry my hands so I can pick up me. You got to be careful with slippery soap. One of the reasons I like this bowl is 2 reasons. 1, you can hook it around your finger and you get a good grip. 2, it's got a place for your thumb or a place for your brush. One reason why I recommend this over all the others. Don't get me wrong, I really like the Captain Choice bowls. I can see them as being quite comfortable. If you've got one, you probably like it. Bang for buck, 20 bucks. Couldn't go past it. Good quality. I think this is some fine stuff made in China too. You can't not be made in China. Everything's made in China. China's made in China. 1.35 billion people can't be all entirely wrong. At least so my friend Morning tells me. She's a backpacker that is working here in Bundaberg at the moment. Okay, should I wet my face? The answer is yes, never. If you got good glide, don't skimp on the one thing that makes a difference. Make sure you use enough water. Unless you live in the Arizona desert and you got to walk 10 miles for a cactus, water is the trick to improving your shaves. It's the cheapest ingredient in the shave. It's damn near free. So don't skimp on water. I've got some comments about uploading 2 videos in one day. What was I thinking? I've thrown people's schedules out apparently. Oh dear. I'm not trying to intrude on Frugal Gear's neck of the woods or Rick Shaves. They usually do the cheaper stuff and I'm fine with that. But Rick's been busy doing push-ups. Sorry. Day 2 million. I'll keep going until I get my own way. Good luck, mate. it's for a good cause, so I can't knock him too much, but it's a bit like Rocky movies. Every day there's another one. The upside is he'll be extremely fit. This is the last use I'm going to use the Persona blade in. I must have gotten at least 5 or 6 shaves off this. But being a slightly more aggressive razor, I know that even if the blade's getting a little bit used, getting the maximum amount of the last use out of it. I've noticed, for me personally, I used to save really aggressive blades for when I had, let's say, 2-3 days growth. And why wouldn't you? If you got 2-3 days growth, you want something that'll cut through it all. I actually found that the aggressive razors are preferable on days when I have very shallow regrowth. Say I've used a Colonial or one of my slants, and I've got a particularly close shave that day. Well, I find the next day I really don't have a lot to shave. I like to be clean shaven. My solution to that is to simply pick an aggressive razor, and it will get close. You don't need a lot of hair on your face. So what razor would I recommend as being, well, this one is slightly, and I mean slightly. I tell you, this is a beginner's razor. This is probably one of the best handles, razor and caps you can get at the cheaper end. And like I said, if postage is a killer, just spend $150 US, a couple $100 Australian. Brad, his kids need braces. They all want to go to college now. Worked out how to do sound effects on my last video. I don't know one out there. I've kind of known how to do it. I've just been too lazy to go and actually do it. And then I cursed and I thought, oh, I'll cover that up. I'll cover that up with a sound effect. Did a poor job, but now I know how to use sound effects. I post my stuff under entertainment. If you want to learn something, watch the Traditional Shaver, Christopher Bailey, the Clean Shaver, Scott. If you into 6-foot demigods, of course you've got Nick Shaves. I think he's got like 25 or 26,000 viewers. I've got a good bet that that's probably about 40% women. Could be 50. There's probably 12,000 straight men that watch him, about 4,000 men that are on the fence, a couple of thousand men that crossed over the other side, and all the rest are women that go, Nick Shaves. I like Nick Shaves. What else can we do to fill in our days? Well, we've got some great podcasts. Shavologist has got his own podcast. One of the guys does it for his, or uses his channel. So the other podcast I like is Razor, Soap and Blade podcast with Rick. Oh, that's good. He can fill in an hour of my day any day. Love listening to him. I swear I've heard his voice somewhere before, but he tells me he's only done this podcast, so maybe I was imagining it. Now, back to my posting stuff under entertainment. There are people out there that really know the sense, the names, the techniques. They know the J-hook and the bra unlock and whatever. Not me. I am an entertaining shaver. That's why sometimes I talk about politics, sex, religion, because I like being entertaining. I think guns are really, really good. So are knives and all that, until they're used on someone else. Not so good then. I think there is a God. And if there isn't a God, we should certainly behave as if there is one. And improve things anyway. I mean, it's amazing that such an old fart as Bernie polled so well and is still held in such high regard in socialist democratic circles and by a group of people that you want their votes. They're the 20 to 40-year-olds. These are the people that have to get jobs, work. They need a world that suits them. If driverless cars come along, they need to have the vote to go, no, you can't drive driverless because we need the jobs, you know. If a driverless car has an accident, who gets sued? You do. You're the driver. No. Already, we're having the corporatisation of cars, interestingly. Musk, not an idiot and seeing the writing on the wall 20 years down the track with his self-driving vehicles, decided to do Uber and the rest out of a job by saying, buy my car, but you're contracted to use me if you hire it out. I mean, not to be too rude, but I give the business and the driving around to whoever I like. Uber? Yes. Independent? Yeah. I'll loan you the keys. Yeah. Toss me a buck. But Elon Musk puts himself on the contract and Americans don't go, no. way. I mean, not to be too blind a point, but this is like GM selling your car. Pay for your car, pay for it in advance. Get technology that's still a freaking work in progress, and if it all goes well, you pay me to drive it. I mean, that's like putting the toll road in your car you paid for. Sorry to Elon Musk. I know there's you guys out there that want to go to Mars with him. I'm quite prepared to send you all. I told you that. I don't know if people are willfully stupid or accidentally stupid. They just woke up and they read something and they go, hang on, we wouldn't let Ford or GM get away with this. Anti-competitive monopolistic practices. Why? Because he thought of it earlier, put it in a contract. It's a good thing. Oh my goodness. I don't think people are stupid. I think people just need to be woken up. You are constantly being screwed over with unfair contracts. Tort law is now in favour of big companies who, quite frankly, when they can from this planet with all our wealth and money, have no intentions of helping the rest of us. You poor Americans. This is why I'm that controversial shaver. You can completely disagree with me, but I've got to be honest, I can't see how you can disagree. I mean, you turn on the news and you go, oh my goodness, turn it back off again. I'm Stevie Daily Shaver. I am perfectly clean shaven. I am really thrilled at my shave. A little bit of witch hazel at the end. I've got no burn, no nicks, no weepers, no creepers, no scratches, no blood, no burn. It's about as good as it gets. So that sort of conditions my skin at the end. And then I just think a little bit, we'll use the alum. It's going to be a warm day. And this stuff does two things. And the one thing it does brilliant is stops you from sweating all day. This stuff, they call it, a mate of mine, when I told him about alum, he says, I know about that. We call that in the army hippie deodorant. I went, oh, no one ever told me you could use it as a deodorant. Again, with the witch hazel, my skin's all closed up. I won't be sweating today. I was going to go swearing today. I did my swearing before. I don't know if I'll bust it out. I just get frustrated. I have tried not to watch anything about the election campaign because it's so disturbing. The only people we ever had a grunt with the Japanese because they wanted to invade us. Yeah, that seems like fair and square for a war, but aside from that, you should leave people alone. If they kill each other and the final result is someone you can't live with, then maybe you got to go do something about it. But unless they're sitting on your doorstep, one of the problems is, here's a good tip, take all the refugees, put them in army training camps, arm them, send them back to their countries and tell them to sort their shit out. Hell, give them minimum money. It costs a fortune to keep people locked up. Illegal refugees, all these millions of young black men that are fleeing poverty and their circumstances in Africa. I know it'd be better to send them back with an education and a job, but that's an education and a job you've just taken away from your citizenry. So how about you turn around and you tell them to take back their country? That's my plan for immigration, illegal or otherwise. I'm Stevie Daily Shaver. Remember, good food, good friends, good shaves, amen. And please don't burn any crosses outside my house. There's a total fire burn in Queensland. I'm Stevie Daily Shaver. Wishing you all the best of shaves. Good shaves and goodbye.
Bearded man, you think that you're so cool, but your face looks like a small marsupial.